Hey everyone, Decav13 here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Metaphor ReFantazio. Alright, on our way to Martira. This is our first stop of the night. Well, it's the first stop of the trip. Let's hang out with Stroll.
Hey.
Hey, looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they're going to get, and I'm not up to much. Care to keep me company for a while? By recalling the past and planning for the future with Stroll, maybe I can hone my imagination. Yeah, let's talk to Stroll.
Now then.
So next up is Martira. Feels like just yesterday when I first arrived in the royal capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. I met you, we went over to the northern fortress and awakened a mysterious power. I once thought magic like this only existed in heroic tales of times long past.
Speaking of,
I've been thinking that perhaps this is the same power that hero kings once used. If that's the case, then why do you think so many of them are miserable ends? Yeah, maybe because they had no allies.
what's that about?
Maybe they lacked allies.
Oh, I see.
I see. Try as they might, even the strongest king wouldn't be able to establish a country by himself. Perhaps it's not a matter of how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Moreover, we've got more than one power at our disposal, and on top of that, we've got allies who share these abilities as well.
Then,
If we continue to master these archetypes, then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great hero kings of old. Though all this does make me wonder, just how many more of these powers are still out there?
all right.
That gives me 4. Come now, it's too early for bed. Let's talk some more. Stroll and I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you, my dear passengers. Just at the sleeping quarters more than exceeded your expectations, eh?
True.
They were better than I'd feared, considering how tiny they are. But I've got a question of my own. Isn't the desert sand going to do a number on this runner? My boy, remember who maintains this rugged girl. Nary a grain of sand can fit between her seams, I assure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow.
I knew it!
Wow, runners are really are neat, aren't they? A carriage would never be able to go through the desert this fast. But, just keep an eye on the road, okay, Neros? Okay. Let's see. We have our allies. That gives us what? Courage and wisdom. Wait, can you read that book, get more eloquence? I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read that book again. Love it every time you read a book, you get a stat increase. You know, one thing I really like about this game is that no actions are meaningless. Like, you get something for everything. Like, like even completing quests, you get stat points from them. And of course, money and items. Hanging out with people, you get benefits from. And then just even, like, what is it? Just going around town, I guess. You'll get more stats too. Like, it's hard to pass time in this game without getting any tangible benefit from it, which I really like. Even if you make a flawless first impression, as a discussion progresses, the other person may erect an emotional wall and start giving you the cold shoulder. No matter what you say, they'll remain unperceptive. These situations issue a challenge. You must shock their senses to break down their walls. Shock their senses? How would you go about doing that?
Look at that.
Stare them down or something?
Sure.
I'm sure that would come as a shock to some people, but most would probably just assume you're glaring.
All right.
Getting someone's agreement doesn't seem like it would be too complex, but there's actually a lot to consider.
I say,
We could stop for a break.
Oh there, break time, chums. There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magma, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magic surrounding the tree. The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at its base.
Here we are. Shall we get a closer look? Wow.
Wow.
It's so pretty.
That's...
It's not just the leaves. It's as though the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country, whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future? And how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if this explains it, but I'm sensing an incredible amount of magla in the air here. If your hypothesis is correct, that would make this no mere tree. No, sir, but a magical organism that feeds off of magla. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery. Nereus pulled out a sheet of paper and a brush from his pocket and began to draw the landscape in front of him.
Hey,
Wow, Nereus, how did you get so good at drawing? Ah, my boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you have it. I'm finished here. Take it, as a keepsake. Wasn't it for research?
But
I thought you needed this for research? All the pertinent information I need has been etched into my very mind. I can make do without the sketch itself. I received Nereus's research picture. The drawing is intricately detailed and could accurately convey the full majesty of this place to a viewer who has never been here.
Hey there.
Hey, why don't we give that to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from our journey, and we could tell her a story about this place. Next time we're in Grad Trad, I should give this drawing to Maria. Huh. A magical organism in the form of a tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classification? Precisely. Gallica is a most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which has given me great insight into my own research into flight.
Huh?
What? You've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However,
Turning our attention back to the tree, I have heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of favorable events. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current color portends. We took a brief detour, but I feel that seeing this rare sight has broadened my wisdom.
all right.
Well, considering it's red, I assume it's nothing good. Like...
the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
Be in Martira day after tomorrow. We have, Hulkenberg. Let's hang with Hulkenberg.
well met.
I don't suppose you're as overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to traveling, but I have no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk a bit? This power we've awoken to. I've all sorts of questions, but what I find curious are these forms we take on. Each has their unique aspects, but one bit they all have in common is their armor-like appearance. What do you make of that? It's bizarre. I've never seen armor like that. True, the designs do set them apart, but it was not their actual appearance I meant to ask about. In my opinion, the armor encloses the raging forces within us, allowing us to direct that power, as one directs a horse by its reins. It is said people lose their magic because they refuse to confront their fears and anxieties, forever unaware of that power lurking within them. Is that not the very condition to awaken our slumbering power? Also, hence why it is so exhausting and why it cannot be maintained for long. The ravenous appetite I had afterwards is proof. We do rather practice diligence maintaining our food reserves.
All right.
It's getting quite late, but we have a ways to go yet, so I would very much like to continue chatting with you. Hulkenberg and I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, cutscene. I guess because we're in a new country now.
The desert! Oh wow, I missed all this green!
Stroll, you alright?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad.
See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
Oh.
What the? Did we just crash?
Of course not. That's
A cannonade.
Oh, we're under attack. Oh, that's Luis's guy, right? Or, oh, well, two of them are fighting. I guess Luis and the guy, well, Lisa's guy and the guy from the church, yeah.
Is rising. Ah! Sanctism will
Yep.
reign. Ah! It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Guido, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
Doesn't seem like they're trying to land a fatal shot, just aiming to break the opposing side's gauntlet runner.
stuck out in the wilds with no working runner. Whether they survive or not, they're dashed well out of the race.
So it is a clash to hold each other's advance. Damn fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look, over by the legs. That crier is there
Why is
too.
the crier here?
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Guido's firepower.
My plan hinges on winning Luis's favor. Can we afford to abandon Gladel if he's one of Luis's supporters?
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Yeah, we do need to gain Luis's favor.
Let's give Gladel a hand here.
Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regards.
Agreed. Let us ride to Gladel's aid.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay, then it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
We're here to help. Withdraw, Gladel. Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry, can't get into it now. That Cortland woman. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral. Was that not enough? You have profaned the sacred a second time.
Okay, he's after us now.
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
Godot and his monks have boarded the deck. Looks like he knows the magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us here and now.
You dare interfere in my fight! Know your place! Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names? Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, old egg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God. Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Right.
Go, my brethren! Put the fear of God into these impious commoners!
Don't forget about the petrification magic!
No holding back!
Alright. Let's start with the
Hack and
mage.
slash!
Ice with blade in hand! Shatter!
Let's go to the rear guard. Seeker! Scour!
Resistance
Oh.
is futile! What could you hope to achieve?
He's just cockily smirking.
This is God!
Nothing.
Uh-oh.
Here they come.
He knows we can
I shall
attack.
vanquish evil.
He's toying with us.
Cease your resistance.
Justice prevail! This one, comrade! Lend me your
Okay,
strength!
no. That's all
For
it
all
is.
that we strive for!
Okay, let's do that.
With healing power.
I'll just focus on healing. Oh, there we go. God, I love this golden sword.
Let's do this. What could you hope to achieve?
You almost take out soon, too. Can you, like, fucking stop going after Hulkenberg?
No holding back! Hack and slash!
Okay. Mage down.
I cannot move. It's not
Oops.
working.
Witness
Can't
me,
attack Godot.
brethren!
Hit the wrong button.
Seeker! We can do this!
Thank you.
I owe you.
More resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back.
He's gonna start attacking now.
Feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh.
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my
Stay
brothers.
in there.
Oh, he's healing.
Is that all?
Sanctism will reign.
Ooh, okay.
Warrior.
Hulkenberg's
Oh,
already
you
in
resist
there.
that, huh?
With blade in hand! I shall
I
defend!
love Hulkenberg.
Behold
Royal
my
sword.
power.
Plus needed.
Yeah, you start
Helpful
hitting
as
that guy
ever.
with magic.
Let's go. Take this.
Okay.
Take this. Brace yourselves. Give me your aid.
Not the right move.
Warrior.
Hack and slash!
With I crush you!
Vitus power. Wind!
Sanctism
Oh yeah,
is
magic
supreme.
works.
Sanctism will reign. Sanctism will reign.
Still
badly
Oh
hurt.
boy.
Underestimate
Someone
me.
heal her.
Let's try this.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hulkenberg's
Witness
guard is
me,
down.
brethren.
Here!
Let's go. Scour!
Resistance is futile. Sanctism will reign.
Not good!
Oh, come on, let's fucking crit.
Sanctism will reign.
Oh, you've done
Badly
it.
wounded.
come.
Can anyone heal
I'm
him?
gonna have to heal.
You first.
Stroll
Is
can't
everything
take any
us
more.
fight? As
Someone
one.
heal him.
You can do this.
They yet clings
Oh,
to
my
my
bad.
Seeker!
Anyone get on healing duty.
With healing power.
plus needed.
My thanks.
Take this!
Only a flesh wound.
That's fine.
Nice training.
Good.
Like poetry in motion. Stroll, take
Warrior!
back your defenses.
I'll cut you down!
Okay, there we go.
So, the faithful are broken before you, yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him.
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism. Now, are you prepared for the end?
Ah, I think not, you rotter!
Oh,
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
yeah, sure. Well, at least he dealt a nice blow to the church.
Phew. Finally, he took the hint. Hey, get down here.
Oh.
What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling. Are you hurt? Of course I'm not hurt. Look, what are you after?
Why, Gladell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives? Honestly,
Is this that
that
singer?
got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive
It is her.
me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur.
Ah.
Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. But consider me chasten and shoot. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
Oh boy. Well, considering he
You
works for the
surprised
church,
me
this
out
isn't
there,
good.
love.
Jesus Christ.
You bested Godot. So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, must remember to contain yourselves.
Hulkenberg? You got something to say? I mean, we know Nura has something to say. We're just gonna leave him be for now.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nidia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
Did you not realize, Straw?
But that's... Oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore.
Neres.
I'd know the
Oh, yeah,
suspensions
that figures.
anywhere. You had Caden Witch boys, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
Figures this man would only be looking at the the runner, not the girl.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juno, the kingdom's greatest singer, the dulcet diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck?
I think you might be Hulkenberg. I've never seen you like this before.
Really? No one else wants to shake her hand?
This woman.
Then, on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
You're an interesting little ensemble. Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey, up there!
Huh? Oh, isn't that Luis's ship?
An airborne gauntlet runner. He's actually finished it.
Well, man himself. Who would have thought?
Luis.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladel got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Saintist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my Lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe at least.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug, and I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care. It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
What should I say here? I'll just say I'm a candidate.
I'm just another candidate.
Indeed. Then we are both striving for the throne. One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
He's asking why I became a candidate. How should I respond?
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in.
Anyone? Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of sword hands.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis.
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
See you, loves.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector!
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then, that could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Gladel. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces.
Yeah, true.
All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
We at least made some progress with this.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
As the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness claims its dominion, the Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beams of the dawn? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
Oh, damn it, blast!
That doesn't sound great.
Did you hear that?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
What say we go check on him?
Oh.
Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
You seem troubled.
Is there something troubling you?
Ah, well, I suppose you could say that. It's just the runner, you see? She's in top shape, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a ballet apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany, like when I saw the lost relic.
Lost relic.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort, but somehow that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Have you ever seen one of these yourself?
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sproglet, there was this loony old inventor in my neighborhood, both quite brilliant and quite daffy, as they often are.
As you are very much evidence of.
That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas, ideas, ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius. Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camiro or some such.
Well, we're going to Martira. Maybe I should look into Comero when we get to Martira.
This one's important.
We left Neris, who dissolved into doom and gloom again, and headed towards our narrow sleeping quarters in the Gauntlet Runner.
Time marches on,
Oh, that day
and
gets
the
used
age
up.
of a new king draws nearer.
I think we still have one more day, right? Oh no, we're getting it this evening. Okay. So we'll arrive in Martira this evening, then. Good. Soon we'll be liberated from this blasted shaking. Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. The fairy girl's right, you know. A carriage could never keep up this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies. I'm grateful, it's just hard to show it while on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid further hindrances like yesterday's.
Isn't that...
Once we arrive in town, we're supposed to meet with Barden, right? I'm sure the sides will be distracted, but let's not keep the man waiting.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martira, where their client Barden awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gamble was the right move.
Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
It really is, wow.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here. I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctoress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Thornton to win the tournament.
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates' gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's allies suffered the worst of it.
Ah, well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them. I mean, some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
Luis is nothing but a tyrant.
Yes. Such atrocities in his name. Unforgivable.
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to it. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Ah, you've a local delicacy. It would be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the Bally Waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Is that a bug? That's a giant caterpillar.
Roasted larvae of the giant sandbird.
Ah.
It's Martira's culinary speciality.
That's one hell of a specialty.
Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh good. Larval innards.
Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
I believe she is.
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Looks great.
What is with that smile? Not you two.
The rich flavors are bursting in my mouth. It's surprisingly tasty.
You fairly eat with gusto, young man. Passion worthy of a royal candidate. How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
You mean they twitch a bit? Huh? Oh boy, wow.
Not that I had time to try more of your dishes, but to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
15?
And you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
So the only thing we're going off of here is that he's a disgraced knight.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the Sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So, is Heismay's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira. Oh, I smell trouble.
Oh, that's a rival gauntlet runner?
And there's
okay.
a campground.
There's a runner.
Here's where we are now. Let's see here.
That's a giant sandworm's nest.
Let's see.
Okay.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how we can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
Let's work together to save this town.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you.
Oh, hooray.
Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert.
You guys really love eating sandworms out here, huh?
Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those words. Now, please, dig in.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, 'tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
That's probably what it is.
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here calling a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
It's been a while.
It's been forever since I've had such a spacious bed.
Exactly.
We're going to meet the lady of the town first thing in the morning. Stick get your beauty sleep, okay? What do we got, informant? Oh, don't mind me. I only arrived just now, so it's not like I overheard that conversation you just had with Barton. Even if I did hear something, it's not like I'd tell anybody. I would have made it as a professional informant if I didn't know how to handle sensitive information. That's right. If there's anything you want to know about this city, simply ask me. You can always find me here. Okay. Hulkenberg. Oh, the cuisine here was delicious to the last meal. Martira is a fine city indeed. Which makes this Highsmay's offenses all the more damning. If all we've heard is true, hunting him will be a trial indeed. To be expelled from the Order is one thing, but to be wholly stripped of his knighthood, I would not be surprised if the man's given in to despair. Oh, wow. Finally free of those tiny runner bunks. Nice to sleep in an inn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nothing beats the bed at an inn.
Right?
I can see the monsters out there when we camp on the runners, so I can rest a little easier in an inn. I wish Neuros would come inside with us, but I suppose if the runner is a castle, then he is its king. Alright, let's turn in.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It's gorgeous out.
Wow, what beautiful weather. I think I might have overslept, though.
Hold on.
Where is everyone?
Let's hurry.
They all went to Kriante Castle ahead of us. Apparently we can get there by climbing the stairs in the Stairstone Market.
People, nothing.
Water merchant. Oh, this way. Oh, there's bounties there too. We'll worry about the bounties after we get the thing here. Same with exploring too.
All right then.
An elder candidate?
All right then.
Do you have weapon and armor shop?
Oh, what do you do here?
Oh, there's the rock. Alright, let's head into the castle.
Oh, any one of them.
Well met.
You're late. Poor Barden has been waiting on tenterhooks. Apparently the lady has graciously agreed to meet with us. Best not keep her waiting, Let us be about it. The castle looks positively ancient. I wasn't expecting the city to have such a rich history. Before the kidnapping started, I imagine the city knew peace. Let's get the details from the lady of the castle.
I've awaited you.
So you've all come. Fantastic. Lady Joanna is waiting inside. Let's go right now, if that's all right.
Aye, yes.
Please come this way, then.
May I present Lady Joanna, Sanctoress and the ruler of this city. These are the ones who have undertaken the request to subjugate Heisme.
I am Joanna, presiding lady of this city. On its behalf, you have my gratitude for traveling all the way from the royal capital.
Lady Joanna refused to use taxes to pay for this, so she sold her own heirlooms and possessions to secure the funds.
Wow.
It's clear you want only the best for your people, milady. So we'll give you our best in return.
I cannot claim any nobility above yours. Even as other aspirants to the throne quarrel and bicker, you've chosen instead to help the kingdom's people.
Well, we don't deserve that much credit. After all, we're not helping for free.
Even so, please put an end to this tragedy.
We won't let you down.
Thank you. In truth, I thought it foolish to decide a monarch by a simple vote of popularity. But perhaps there is something to it. Here is my offer. If you get rid of the culprit, I will appeal to the people of this town to support you.
Wow.
'Tis most kind, but can you truly afford that? Surely, as a church sanctoress, His Eminence Forden would expect your support.
Indeed. However, I would rather have a king who truly cares for his subjects.
Wow, someone who belongs to the church that isn't an asshole?
Yes,
I'll
Lady
take it.
Joanna.
Now, I must return to my duties. I shall await our next meeting.
We're counting on you.
'Twas a confident smile indeed, with a great deal of pain behind it.
I know it's but a step in our plan, but truly, I hope we can help these people. She even promised us political support.
She did say it. Oh, I mean, I can't help but wonder if she'll keep her word on that. It's quite a promise to make when she barely knows us.
That is true as well, Galga.
Did something seem amiss?
Not in particular. Maybe it's just the gloominess of this place getting to me. So what are we gonna do about Heisme? We'll have to go out in Sandworm territory to find him, right?
The mere fact of his kidnappings suggests he's passing unseen by guards and sandworms alike. The question is, how?
Let's ask around the city a bit first. Though I can't say we'll find many willing to talk with the streets this deserted. Maybe we'll have better luck around the taverns and shops.
I imagine the reason why he would be able to get around without guards seeing him. Maybe he has someone on the inside. I mean, this is just an assumption. But, you know, hard to imagine 15 times he's kidnapped kids and no one's seen him once. That seems a bit too good to be true. Alright, everyone out to gather information. We should ask around too. Okay, let's see.
Now, how did I wind up here?
Can't even let my wee ones out of the house because of the kidnappings. The poor barons are fair mopey about it, bless them. When I told General Barden as much, his face felt like a dropped pie. He's a pure heart, our general is. But never mind that. Off to fight Heisme, are you? Keep your guard up then. Rumor has it he's got some passing skill. They say he's faster than any soldier, that nobody could so much as nick him. Must be quick on his feet. So he's a fast guy.
Boy.
Oh, you there. Can I talk to you for a bit? Heard that you're gonna catch Heisme for us. Now, I just wanted to give you my thanks. You see, my wife, she's one of the people that have gone missing.
My thanks.
I don't know if I can be of any help to you. But if there's anything I can do, just say the word. Do you know about the giant sandworms? Unfortunately, no. I don't know much about them, I'm afraid. Sorry I can't be of help. You ought to ask the others around here, though. The shopkeepers might know more.
All good.
Really? That's at the, Stairstone Market, right? Let's try asking around there.
Welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry. Afraid I'm all sold out of meat today.
So, hey.
Oh, no, that's okay. We're after information more than meat today. You don't happen to know anything about the giant sandworm, do you? Only that's dangerous. When I go out hunting, I give them a wide berth. Wow, impressive that you go out there all alone. Still, do you know anyone who might know something? Let's see now. You might try asking that fella by the armor shop. He's got quite a fondness for the giant sandworm larvae. Alright.
What'll I do here?
What is it?
Giant sandworm. We Martirians love our edible grubs, but we're a bit indifferent to their inedible parents. Larva's my personal favorite, but I know little about them before they make it to the kitchen. I can't recall any. Oh, wait, hang on. I just thought of someone.
Right.
There was a merchant yesterday at the tavern boasting he'd gotten real close to the sandworm's den. If that's true, it'd be quite the feat. Maybe he's still in town?
Nice.
That's some good info. Maybe this merchant's still nearby. Let's ask around through Fair Square. Ooh. I don't know why I'm stumbling over my words so much.
An elder candidate? No.
Let's see. Oh. That's our man.
People, I can hardly think on it.
Oh, this headache. I'm well and truly destroyed. Nasty little hangover, this. Blimey. I'm embarrassed just thinking about yesterday. Why the hell did I go and do something like that? Oh no, that guy's just hungover. He's not someone I need to talk to.
What do you want to know?
You were at the tavern. What's your business with me?
Excuse me.
We're looking for a merchant. One who had something to say about the giant sandworm yesterday. Oh, that guy from last night. Yeah, it was blathering so loud you heard him whether he wanted to or not. Know what he said? Why don't you ask him yourself? I know your next question. It's plain as day, but where is he? I'm this town's informant, you see. I can tell you where that merchant is, among other things. But information isn't free, friend. How's 150 reeve sound? Alright.
Thank you kindly.
Just like I knew you would. Now then, deal's a deal.
Here's the real skinny.
It's the Ishkia in front of the fountain just here. He drank so much yesterday at the tavern he's practically taking a bath. Now he's hungover.
All right.
Okay. So it is this hungover guy.
People, I can hardly think on it.
My head. What is it? You got business with me?
Hey.
Hey, is it true you got pretty close to the giant sandworm's den? How'd you manage to do that and live to tell the tale? Right. To tell you the truth, I didn't get that close to it. I just found a giant sandworm husk, that was it. Then at the bar I was excited and, well, pretty drunk. Anyway, at some point the story turned into me waltzing right up to the sandworm and staring it down. I regret that now.
No good.
Oh great, no one seems to have any information. It's almost sunset too. Let's meet at the tavern for now. I'll go gather everyone else. Cool, so this is all fucking pointless.
What a scrap. I suppose we knew it wouldn't be that simple.
Tis far too early to give up. I spent over a year asking after the prince with no luck. And still I did not falter.
That's true.
Yes, and it's very admirable. But I think I prefer a change of tack instead.
You there. Might you answer a question?
Terribly sorry, but I can't help you. I'm just here on my leisure. You're better off finding the information you're looking for elsewhere.
Suspicious character, isn't he?
Hey, you lot. You seriously gonna hunt down Heisme?
You're Barden's man.
Yeah, the guy with the attitude.
Not sure I should tell you this, but here I am. There's actually a way to avoid the giant sandworms. You just gotta wait for the sand flash. It's a local event. A kind of storm. The wind kicks up sand peppered with magic crystals. Not too uncommon a sight around here.
Kind of surprised you're helping us out here.
Our diviners say we'll have a sand flash in about 5 days. Seems to put most wild beasts to sleep. Might be some magic effect, or might just be waiting out the storm. And that includes the sandworms, eh? They'll nod off, and with proper timing, you'll sneak right past them. Heismay might well be using the same trick himself.
We're much obliged, but if you know all this, why haven't you and the guard gone out?
A guard unit stomping around would wake up the whole den. Didn't much like saying it, but us local lads wouldn't be much use against Heismay anyway. But you think you can handle him? Aye? Wouldn't be here otherwise.
That information is all we needed. Thanks for the help.
Good luck out there. And don't worry, no charge for the advice, eh? Can't have you getting yourself killed now. Cap's reputation's on the line. And, one more thing. You didn't get this info from me. Aye?
Understood. But why? You could have shared this with us at supper yesterday.
Some reason you couldn't tell us then.
What? And got myself volunteered to
Oh.
go out there as your travel guide?
That's why.
Nay danger of that.
I see.
Anyway, I'm counting on you.
Well, that's
Finally,
fair, I
a
suppose.
solid lead falls into our laps, and we'll not even have to bother with the sandworms.
That's good.
We've apparently got 5 days till the sand flash hits. Let's make sure we can get this done quick. Looks like more than a day's trip on the map.
If it takes us one night to reach the giant sandworms' territory, and we aim to go when the storm has them all asleep, we should leave in 4 days' time.
Agreed.
Let's go inform Nearest.
Righto, straightforward enough. Long as we get in when the worms have all tucked in for a nap, we'll be just dandy. Suppose I'd better crack on with the tune-ups then. Don't want the old girl failing on us when she'll be our only hope of egress, eh?
I think something just reacted. What is this?
Oh, that? Damned if I know. It was just in the blueprints from the royal family. Works rather like an igniter, but no idea what it does. Just don't go breaking...
Oh.
Oh, easy there. You all right, lad? Thought I saw something glowing. Then you came over all giddy, gave me a start.
For a moment, it was like the light was blinding.
Still can't believe this thing reacted. Look, we don't want any nasty surprises, so I vote we stay put and rest up for today. Just in case. Don't want you passing out on me, do I? Just consider it a little precaution for the trip.
That's weird. We rested inside the Gauntlet Runner for today at Neris's request.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Not even Neris knows what that thing does. That's curious. Oh, some more wants to speak with us.
Your journey is going well, it seems. One by one, you take your steps forward on this road. A supernatural awakening, a call to adventure, legs to carry you. All of these are coming together. Accordingly, new powers needed for the journey seem to have awakened.
That thing in the Gauntlet Runner.
Are you talking about that thing inside the Gauntlet Runner?
By my eyes report, there is one piece of equipment in the Gauntlet Runner that was created in ancient times. Something no longer crafted in this day and age. A divine relic. It contains ancient magic once thought lost. The power of teleportation.
Ooh.
With proper use, its great power will turn your Gauntlet Runner swifter than any beast or transport on land.
So we have a teleportation device on the Gauntlet Runner?
Most interesting.
Huh.
The reasons elude me, but you seem qualified to use this divine relic. I cannot imagine this is mere coincidence. Perhaps you are guided by an unknown hand. Now, try to imagine. Vivid, familiar scenery. Somewhere far from the land where you rest.
What's going on here?
What's with all the yelling?
Oh, we back in Grand Trad?
Wait, isn't this...
What? The royal capital? How? We were in Martira just last night.
Eurus? Surely you didn't drive us back here?
Are you mad? Don't you remember how many days the last trip took? You can't dash and roll pop over to the capital in a single night.
Well, this is convenient then. So after traveling to a place for the first time, we can just teleport and skip the trip entirely. I wonder if this is the teleportation magic Moore was talking about.
What? So this is some magic you saw in a dream?
So this teleportation, it can just whisk us all back to the royal capital in a flash. Even the Gauntlet Runner came along for the ride.
It certainly did. And there might be a reason for that.
Do you know something?
She was custom-made for the prince. When I wasn't there in the concept phase, when they gave me an odd gadget and said, make it work, I bloody well made it work. You saw it yourself, eh, my lad? That part all bound up in its heart. Last night, we caught it glowing. Then I wake up and find a proper hullabaloo. Damnedest thing. It only started glowing when you got close, eh? Maybe you were a trigger of some kind.
Maybe I am.
Yeah, maybe I am.
I cannot say I've heard of teleportation, and yet... surely there can be no explanation for this other than magic.
Hold on. If we're back in the capital, that means we've got bigger problems. We're due back in Martira for the bounty. If it takes us days to get back, that's all our planning ruined.
Stroll, why would it take us days? We could just teleport back.
If we magicked ourselves over here, let's bally well see if we can magic ourselves back, eh?
He makes it sound so easy, but what do you think?
'Tis no small feat we ask, I know, but might you at least try?
Can I really use this teleportation magic? I'll just have to try. Alright. Let's try it out. Let me think of a place we've already been to.
Where to?
I'll focus on Martira as our destination.
It reacted! The lad really is the key to triggering it!
Oh, hey! Are you sure this is safe?
All we can do is trust him.
It's Martira.
Sure enough.
We really are back.
I can't believe it. It feels just like when the king's magic caused that spectacle in the capital.
In my eyes, it's the other way around. It's not powerful by virtue of being connected to the king or to the lad. Maybe it's that all magic is supposed to have potential of this magnitude. You've all got some powers that defy understanding too, eh? Gives one the sense that those sanctists preaching about needing igniters are wrong, or lying outright.
Yeah, it could just be a big conspiracy for them to control all the magic in the world. Make sure no one can achieve magic like this.
I suppose when you say it like that.
Speaking of sanctism, they'll not like this. A tool full of this kind of practical, unorthodox magic is against all their teachings. Why would the royals have had it?
Ah, hold a moment. With this teleportation on our side, can we travel anywhere in the world with only a thought? If that's so, we may not even need a gauntlet runner at all.
No, it's only places we've been before.
What? You mean we could just magic snap ourselves to Brylehaven? Just like that?
Go on, try it out.
No reaction.
I wish I could imagine it, but we've never been.
So we can't go somewhere we've never been before. Anywhere else you've been? How about Montario?
No. Commoners don't usually visit the 3 great cities.
'Twould seem this power of travel is somewhat conditional. Best that we define its boundaries now.
So, in the end, the only places we can teleport to are the cities we've actually been to.
Well, thank you very much. Almost had me out of a job there, lad.
Sounds like you've got to envision the destination in great detail for it to work. We'll need more than a glance out a window or a passing familiarity. And you have to focus for it too. Seems to take you a moment, which means it won't save us in a fight.
Not as convenient as it sounds, huh?
How so? Now we can return to the royal capital any time we need to restock. 'Tis useful enough as is, and the more places we travel, the more we can return to.
This was actually one thing I was kind of worried about, because I was thinking like, oh, if we wanted to travel back and like see people that are in the royal capital, it's gonna take like 4 days to do that. That seems like you'd be a bit of a stretch, but I mean, thank goodness this exists.
You're right. And now we can drop by to see Maria whenever we like. Put like that, it really is something impressive.
Even if we've no idea where it comes from, it should certainly prove useful.
Our next foe is a bounty, and we have a lot of preparing to do. We've got 3 days to go, so don't forget.
Right. Alright, to capture Heisme, you must be well prepared. You can grow stronger by accepting requests around town, such as the Martira Recruitment Center. Now that your mission has begun, your base of operations has been changed to Martira. Each time a new operation begins, the town you stay in will become your new base. Your departure date is July 2nd. Try to be well prepared for it. Press R1 on the world map. Open the world map on the maps menu and select it. Travel there by using teleportation magic. Teleporting does not pass time. Okay, good.
Oh, that's right.
Only 3 days until we depart.
So?
Bounties at the recruitment center, okay. I have reportable quests, too. Okay, nothing new with Stroll. What requests do I have that are reportable? Oh, right. Maria. We can go report that quest to her. Oh, wait, this guy.
Oh, my apologies. You're right there. That's a relief. Well, I'll be off now.
That dude just fucking pickpocket me.
Hey, you sure you want to let that fellow go? He nicked something of yours just now when he bumped into you.
Oh no! Grius' dagger is missing.
It appears Grius' memento was stolen.
Let's chase after him! I don't see him anywhere! Jeez, how'd he disappear so fast?
Oh, damn it. Where can we find a clue that will lead us to the man who took Grius' memento? Let's try asking the guy who told us it was stolen.
Come on!
Hey, you! The guy who stole our dagger. Any idea where he went?
No.
I may not. I have no reason to give you that information. That's true, but... I mean, that dagger's really important to us.
Oh?
Is it? Well, you have to excuse me if I don't go lending a hand to everyone who puts one out. Oh, come on, not even a hint? This man seems to know something. How can I get him to help us? Consider it a kingly investment. On my imagination.
I'll be off.
Okay. So I need my imagination at 2 for that. Alright. What do we got here? Everything going on. They all need all hands on deck. We've got to get on patrol, so I'm sorry, but we'll be closed on July 2nd to July 4th.
Take a look.
You're the one who took care of that bounty in the Tradia Desert, aren't you? I've heard the rumors.
What?
Tradia Desert is south of Grand Trad, right? How'd you know that? Royal Capital is pretty far from here. Don't underestimate the military. Each city shares information on bounties, though I'm not at liberty to tell you how we do it.
Good hunting to you.
Anyway, You can look up a list of bounties from across the country regardless of where you are, and accept them too. So fight your hardest and clear them all up, alright? What do we got? Okay, so we have Heismay. Gawborn King Forest Champion. Okay.
Don't go get yourself killed.
This is a bounty contract for the Gawborn King. An impressive name, if only it wasn't a Gawborn rabble he presided over.
Yeah.
We're familiar with Gawborns. They're pretty common and easy to handle. Not quite. They'll attack you with swords and bows as well as magic. The boss won't come out until you dispatch the underlings. They're a bit tougher than you might expect.
Hey!
So how about it? We do need funds for infiltrating Heismay's hideout. Excellent. In that case, these Gawborns are skulking in the Imp's Den northeast of Martira. When the king's not around, a magic-wielding Gawborn keeps order within the horde. Take him out and the big guy should appear. The mages wear black cloth. I bet you'd get more information from about the target from Martira's informant. Not fond of having to rely on them, but desperate times.
Good hunting to you.
Bring me the Imp's loincloth once you've taken care of them. In exchange, you'll get your reward.
Let's do it.
Okay. Increased courage.
Let's see here.
We'll face
Okay,
danger
got
here.
it.
All right.
With the reward, we can better prepare for Heismay. Let's hurry and take care of these Gawborns. Okay, so we can do that. What other requests do we have?
I'm out of ideas.
Oh, what a lot of I cannot believe I'm going to lose my job over something that's not my fault at all. I know it's on your mind, but look serious. What's wrong? Fairy? Oh, aren't you the mercenaries who are here to hunt down Heismay? You lot all came here in that giant gauntlet runner. As far as your runner goes, can you spare me a moment? Our town used to keep a great number of carrier pigeons so that we could maintain communications with other cities, but they were all requisitioned by officials from the capital. Seems like they need them for the tournaments or some such. We rely on those pigeons for trading medicine and foodstuffs, so their loss threatens our very way of living. That's why we desperately need to procure a practical pigeon parcel from Comero by July 11th. But no one wants to go out with a kidnapper about, so I've got no volunteers. In addition to that, there's no end of beasts they need to go through. And since I was the pigeon's caretaker, there's a good chance that I cannot keep my job out if things continue like this. If that happens, I may as well lie down in the gutter and die like a dog. That's where you and that gauntlet runner of yours come in. Please, save my job. Save the town. Of course, I can't ask you to work for free. Let's see, is 7,500 reeve enough? A reward for you. Oh, thank you kindly. In that case, I'd like you to go buy one practical pigeon parcel for me. I'll need it by July 11th, if you could. Here, let me show you how to get to Comero, too. The merchants in Comero have got other rare goods besides eggs, too. I'm sure you'll find plenty of things there that'll be useful for your travels.
Let's
Okay.
give it a shot.
So that probably takes like a day to get there. Invincible noodles.
Whoa.
So this is Comero, huh?
That reminds me.
Isn't this the village Neros was talking about? Remember the story about the old man and the relic? We can ask the villagers about the old man if we go. Okay, so we can knock out a couple things there. Comero.
So?
I mean, we have 3 days, so we could easily take care of both things.
More people missing.
What is my... my imagination's almost at 2. We're halfway to 2 on imagination. Let's see.
Where to?
No other quests here. So let's go back to Grand Trad. Go to Hushed Honeybee. Oh, it's a cool transition when you teleport. Oh, that's a bonding event. Okay, so that will take the day, but it's fine.
You.
What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be out traveling right now? Or, oh dear, did your plan to announce your candidacy fail? That's okay. As long as you're safe and sound, that's what's most important, isn't it? What do you mean by that? It's probably fine to tell Fabienne and Maria the truth. What? You say you can now return to Grand Trad in an instant? Your Gauntlet Runner is extra special? What does that mean? Well, you don't seem to be a particularly defeated mood, so I suppose I've got no reason to not believe you. I assume that means you'll be showing your face around here more often, right? Thank goodness. Maria, well, she's holed herself up in her room. If only we could take her mind off things. Yeah. Oh, you have pictures from your trip to give to Maria.
She'll love it.
That's kind of you. I'm sure she'll be thrilled. I'll fetch her from her room. Would you mind keeping an eye on things down here? And I'll tell her about how your traveling magic works. I gave it to Maria and she really lit up, so thank you.
We did it.
Still, I'm not sure popping in to show her pictures is the wisest idea. She puts on a brave face, but she's not past it all yet. I mean, you're in the middle of your journey, aren't you? If you turn around and leave again, I'm not sure the poor girl's heart could take it. In my overflowing tolerance, I was able to convey how dedicated I am to Maria and helping her with her loneliness. Well, you really have kept her in your thoughts, haven't you? Then maybe you'll be doing her a favor. Go spend some quality time with Maria. I'm sure she'd enjoy hearing about your travels.
Thank you.
Will you come with me then?
And so...
She'd been down for so long. Not that I expect her to be a giggling ball of energy after all that's happened, but she seems to feel the need to put on a brave face. She's holding back.
Really?
Sounds like she's bottling up her emotions. She must be. She's a good girl, but still. There are many who see Crius as a hero who tried to take down a tyrant, but this city has its fair share of Luis supporters. I worry about what would happen if more people find out Maria is his daughter. So I sat her down and very clearly explained to keep their relationship a secret, and she promised. But now she's acting like nothing's wrong.
Maria.
The poor girl can't talk to anyone about her feelings. My heart aches for her.
You...
And that's where you come in. I wanted to ask a favor of you.
Look.
I think the inn suffocates her. Would you mind taking her somewhere to talk? Even if all you do is lend her an ear, she would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Whatever I can do to help. Leave it to me. Ever the reliable one, aren't you? I have a feeling Maria will open up to you.
You're a big help.
Thank you for doing me this favor. I'll fetch Maria then. It's been such a long time since I went for a walk. Thank you for coming today, mister.
Hey.
Oh, I remember this place. When we first came to the capital, I fell down around here. I couldn't see anything because it was really dark. And then Papa, he just patted me on the head and said, "You okay?" Hey, mister.
Sure.
Don't worry. You can tell me anything. Oh, it's just... Never mind. I mean, there's something. A whole lot of somethings. But I'm not sure which one to ask first.
Oi there!
I heard that would-be assassin used to live around here. You mean the madman who tried to kill Luis? Yeah, him. Can you believe some washed-up mercenary thought he'd be able to take out Luis? Maybe he went mad from hunger. Last thing we need is more guardsmen prowling about because of him. I'll tell them off. I'll go tell them off.
No.
No, wait, don't do it. They'll find out about Papa. We have to keep it a secret. Tell me stories about your journeys. And the ones about places outside of Grand Trad. Maria and I walked around aimlessly as we talked about various things. Now this right here, that's art. Oh, it's the freak.
Excuse me.
Pardon me.
Stop.
Please don't scribble there. That's Miss Fabienne's house. Ew, gross, get away from me. Okay, you're dead, kid. I'm okay. That was your own fault. You had it coming. Yeah, I heard your parents didn't even want you, so that's why A parapet had to take you in. Yeah, I heard my mom say there's some weird half-blood kid around here. Weird half-blood kid living in some dodgy inn. I bet she was talking about you. Apologize to her. Now. Shut up, stupid head. Now I'm out of here. Am I weird? Hey, you're not weird.
No.
You're not weird at all, Maria. You mean it? Some dirt got on the picture you gave me. I'm really sorry. I was so happy when you gave it to me. You didn't forget your promise.
Certainly.
I made a promise to you, after all. Thank you.
Okay.
I do feel better when I look at your picture. I know that you're traveling all over and doing your best, mister. That's why I have to do my best, too. I can sense from Maria's vigorous determination and the unshakable trust that she's placed in me. Oh, this poor kid.
I wanted to show Papa too.
Was it true when he said my parents didn't want me? Nobody tells me the truth about anything. They all just say I'm still a kid. Do they not want to tell me because I'm a kid? They don't want to say it was my fault Papa died?
No.
That's not true at all. Then why? Why can't I see Papa again? We have to go back to Miss Fabienne's.
By the way...
If it's not too much trouble, can you,
Maria.
I'll come and visit you again, Maria.
Okay.
Okay, it's a promise. So, see you later, right? I parted ways with Maria and returned to the group. Alright, you can travel between towns using teleportation magic at night. Oh? Oh, we can talk to Brigitte at night. Oh, right, I want to talk to the informant.
I bear good tidings.
At first glance, it appears to be an ordinary forest. But journey in deeper and you'll find yourself in the Gobborn Haven. Those creatures are clever enough to understand the strength that comes with numbers. A single Gobborn is easily dispatched, but a horde of them is trouble. If you got business with the Gobborn king who runs the horde of them, you can only take out the Gobborns in the black cloth. No weaknesses to speak of, but they love a good nap, and you can find some items to make them drowsy at general stores around town. That's how you fight them. You may already know, but don't go wielding a staff, yeah? They'll fly off the handle, can't even control it. What else? Ah, there should also be a lot of giant insects called vesps there. They're apparently weak to pierce attacks. You best prepare yourself with a spear or bow, or something of that sort.
Thank you kindly.
That's about it. Be sure you're well prepared before venturing to that place. Okay.
Here's the real skin.
There's a town a bit east of here called Comero. It's a nice, quiet place famous for their carrier pigeons. They've got medicine and bath salt called Fleeting Fountain of Youth. They should sell Orgo sugar, too. They also sell accessories with various effects when worn. Bet they're right useful to travelers like you. It's hardly a day's journey with a gauntlet runner. Why not pay the place a visit? Okay.
Here's the real
There are shops of all sizes in Martira. You can buy Beto meat and Morricone meat from the butcher, and a specialty item called mellow milk from the water shop. In addition, there are some stands where children sell rock beans or fragrant spice and such. There's a village not far off with Orgo sugar. There's also a kid selling plant seeds over on Cattle Racket Road, though you can't eat those till you grow them. Martira is a fine selection of goods. The people are honest and country folk who'd be proud to sell you a variety of seed and harvest. Okay.
Gone to shite, this has.
All right then.
Alright. Let's go...
Where to?
Grand Trad. Let's go see Brigitte.
Let's go.
Since we can hang out with her.
Now what am I to do?
Didn't you leave Grand Trad? Well, no matter. I'll not begrudge you your secrets. So you haven't told anyone about it. So be it. You and I are collaborators now. Well then, shall we discuss your assignment?
Now then.
Alright, come in.
Now then.
This is what I want you to handle. I want you to feed it, play with it, generally take care of it until I return.
Listen.
There's one rule, however. You cannot let anyone else find out there's a dog here. No exceptions, no mistakes. That's it?
What?
Is that it? That sounds simple.
Yes.
It is, but you can't let your guard down. I mean it when I say I want no mistakes. I'm sure you're aware of the anti-igniter crowd around here. The fools who believe igniters will destroy the world. Even beyond them, there are plenty in this world who would jump at the chance to do something crueler than kill me.
That's why.
This thing is a weakness waiting to be exploited, so I have to hide it. I'm entrusting this matter to you.
Why?
Why are you asking this of me?
You.
Because you're as far removed from my business as anyone could be. In case it bears bearing, don't even think of crossing me. Being associates has worked for us so far. You don't want us to be enemies.
That's right.
Her name is... No, never mind. Call it what you want. I'm not really sure why, but I've been entrusted with taking care of Brigitte's dog. It seems strangely attached to you already.
I see now.
I suppose you do have some surprising skills, such as using magic without an igniter.
What?
Did you look into my background?
Utterly naive.
If it could impact my igniter business, it's my job to know about it. And that's not all. Word has it that you and your entourage can transform your bodies for combat somehow.
Speaking of...
Long ago, there once existed an ultimate magic. They say the hero king of legend wielded a power very much like yours. Though I sincerely doubt you'll be following in his footsteps.
You.
I'll be frank, Heldrick. You're bad for business. But that is precisely why I'm going to lend you my power. I'm selling igniters because they turn a profit. But I hate the damned things. From the bottom of my heart. But this is a world dominated by igniters. As long as you've got the money, you've got almost all the power you want. Quite a pitch, isn't it? Those on top make a lot of profit by bleeding the downtrodden dry. The strong get even stronger, and the weak are only cast even further down.
As it is.
My own hands are not bloodless in that, and so I will endeavor to help you break this wretched wheel. If nothing else, it'll be amusing, no? I can sense Brigitte's faint expectations and trust towards me.
Yet still they oppose me. Farewell.
You should go home for today. I'll give you your pay.
Huh?
Already? That's all you want me to do today? You've exceeded expectations already. You've made the dog like you. Something impossible for me. Oh.
See you.
Until next time, we'll be waiting. Or at least the dog will.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Nonetheless.
So these sound flashes. Do you think we can really rely on something as unknowable as the movements of the wind? It would seem so. According to the fortune teller, the signs continue to appear just as expected. Good. No changes to our plans then. Let's prepare as best we can.
We got a major bargain.
Okay. So, I think I'm going to end the episode off here for today. And then, in the next episode, we will head to Camaro first. And then, the day after that, we'll do the Godborn king in the forest. So, I'll see you all then. Bye!